Well, winter is almost here. Will it be white, wet, or downright cold? Most experienced weather team in the Susquehanna Valley will help you prepare for the season as it sets in.
With what you need to know when a winter alert is issued, and we'll answer your most asked questions to help you stay safe on wintry roads.
And we will let you know what to expect in the months ahead in our winter weather outlook. Welcome. I'm Chief Meteorologist Joe Calhoun.
And I'm meteorologist Christine Ferreira.
You know, snow's already fallen in parts of the Susquehanna Valley, but tonight we're going to take you in an in-depth look of what our winter weather might be like with the winter weather outlook.
And we're going to explain patterns that help us predict what's in store for the season, how to stay safe and warm in the cold, and later, why school snow days could soon become a thing of the past.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, let's get right into it. You know, for years you've heard me talk about the three types of winter storms. Storm Team meteorologist Matt Moore breaks down the 3 C's.
Winter weather will soon be upon us with snow, sleet, and freezing rain from all different types of winter systems. We call them the 3 C's of winter storms. Let's first start with clippers. These storms originate from near the Alberta province in Canada and are typically fast movers, fitting as they're named after the 19th century clipper ship, the fastest of its time. Clippers typically bring minor amounts of snow to our region and usually deliver a fresh blast of cold air as they move away. All right, moving on to cutters now. These are storm systems that dig down deep into the southeastern United States. They draw warm air and plenty of moisture up and then make a hard cut into the north or into the Midwest or Ohio Valley. Storms like these create more of a rainy scenario for us depending on the depth of the cold air, but can sometimes result in some wintry mix to start. And then finally, there's the coastal storm. And like cutter storms, these ones also dig into the southeast United States. They gather moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and if there is high pressure to block an inland track, the storm will travel right along the coast rather than cut inland. This puts the Susquehanna Valley on the cold side of the storm, and that can mean a major snowstorm. But not all coastal storms are alike. A track that hugs the coast will draw in warmer ocean air from the Atlantic, like you can see here, bringing us more of a mix than we'll see snow. Coastals can even track so far east that it completely misses our area on snow altogether. The perfect track for a coastal storm to bring heavy snow for us is a path about a few hundred miles off the coast. And take a look, our top 5 biggest snowstorms all came from coastal nor'easters, including the Whopper record-breaking storm from January 2016. And as we go into the winter season, the News 8 Storm Team will of course keep you up to date on any clipper, cutter, and coastal storm that may be headed our way. Back to you.
Thanks, Matt. And one of the hardest things to forecast is often the type of precipitation. Here's Storm Team meteorologist Ethan Houston.
There are 4 basic types of precipitation we see in the winter: rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. And what type of precipitation we see is caused by the difference in temperature between the base of the clouds to the ground. Most precipitation in the winter starts as snow falling from the cloud. If this snow hits the air above freezing, it begins to melt. If the column of air is entirely above freezing from cloud to ground, we simply see rain. Freezing rain occurs when snow travels through a large layer of warm air and melts into rain. It then hits a very thin layer of freezing cold air at the surface. This is when we see our ice storms. Sleet occurs when there is a warmer wedge of air closer to the base of the cloud and not the ground. Snow falls through this wedge of warmer air, partially melts, then refreezes as small ice pellets before hitting the ground. Finally, when snow travels for all or most of its journey from the cloud to the ground, we get snow. Back to you.
Let's talk about winter alerts, a winter weather advisory. You'll see that a lot this season. It's issued for a nuisance storm, snow criteria of 2 to 5 inches, or any trace of ice. Winter storm watch, an impactful storm is possible. We're watching for that to happen. It may be upgraded to a winter storm warning, meaning that impactful storm is expected with snow greater than 5 inches or any icy mix. Speaking of ice, what about freezing rain? If an ice storm warning is issued, that means you will get freezing rain with ice accretion of a 1/4 inch or more. Less common winter alerts: blizzard watch, blizzard warning. A blizzard is defined as a 1/4 mile visibility and winds of 35 miles per hour or greater for 3 hours or more, so it's hard to meet that warning. Also newly issued by the National Weather Service, a snow squall warning. Fast-moving snow showers that reduce visibility to near zero cause whiteouts on the roads. If you get one of these warnings, you might want to postpone driving until the warning expires. Remember, you can download our WGAL app and get our weather alerts at your fingertips.
You know, as soon as you hear snow, you want to know how much, right? Well, in today's internet and social media age, you start hearing crazy predictions, sometimes a week to 10 days in advance. Well, we strive to bring you accurate and timely weather information. We'll give you a heads up in our 7-day forecast. Then we get in that 3 to 5 day range. We'll try to categorize storms. Here's what we're talking about. A low impact storm, that nuisance kind, maybe on off-peak hours, makes for slippery travel and maybe some delays. Then we get a moderate impact storm, hazardous travel, plowable, perhaps snow and ice, near or during those peak times. A high impact storm, you would think heavier snow or ice, right? But we could have just a little bit of snow, but if it occurs during a peak time, like the rush hour, boy, it can be a real high impact and make for difficult travel, significant delays and cancellations. Of course, we don't care when those major storms come. They are a headache. They can be dangerous. That's usually when we get those 1 foot or more snowfall events. We get it within that 72 to 48-hour time frame. We try to pinpoint where we think the heaviest snow will be. Then we start to fine-tune the forecast within that 48 hours, right on down to the amount of snow within your county. The bottom line is we want you to be properly prepared and not overly hyped. Coming up,
you asked and we answered. What do you do if you're driving and hit ice? We talked to the experts. Plus, find out how you can prepare your car for wintry weather.
As we head to break, here's our first winter trivia question. When was the coldest winter on record? We'll have the answer right after this.